This is Local Edition. I'm Brad Pomerance. We thank you for joining us. Our guest is Jeff Stark. Mr. Stark is the Vice President of the Claremont Unified School Board. Sir, we thank you for joining us. Now, Claremont is known for having fine schools, but the reality is that because of our budget crisis, we're going to see very significant cuts in education. I'm wondering how your district is facing that.
You know, it's a significant challenge for us. Claremont has had a long history of kind of prudent money management. So we're semi-prepared for this. Claremont also has full enrollment, which gives us a big advantage over other districts. But we have had to make significant cuts.
I want to talk about that preparation because I think it's fair to say that most individuals working in public life presumed that with a $26 billion deficit, Governor Brown would be able to get onto the ballot the initiative which would have extended some tax increases from a few years back. The legislature had passed half cuts and they thought they'd have an extension for the other half. That's not going to happen.
No, that's very disheartening for us. So we've had to plan our budget for that not happening.
You have planned for that?
We have planned for that.
And what are you seeing? Because what we are hearing out of Sacramento is quite draconian. I mean, massive layoffs, increasing class size, shortening of the school year.
Yeah, as long as we don't receive significantly more cuts from where we are now, as long as...
But you're going to, no?
No, well, we can plan for the budget, for the deficit, for the tax extensions not to go forward. And we have planned for that. And so really for the next couple of years, we're okay. Into the future after that, we're not. We're looking at a very scary situation.
What I'm wondering, though, is that are people in Claremont recognizing the severity of this crisis?
I think so. We have a very active educational foundation. They raised $300,000 for us last year. They allowed for us not to increase class sizes and funded art, music, and technology. We also have a very active parent and kind of grandparent and retired educators in our district, which help with after school reading and tutoring of our children as well.
Right now, we know that California per pupil spending is 47th in the nation. This is California. I mean, California had been known for decades for being kind of the pinnacle of providing outstanding top-notch education. Yet every year we seem to see our ranking in per pupil spending just plummeting. Do we need to turn this around, or is it just numbers?
No, I think we do need to turn around. It's a scary situation. Proposition 13 kept all of our property taxes down. It also made it very difficult to fund our schools at the level that they should be funded. And what it'll mean eventually is we keep telling our teachers and staffs they have to do more with less, more than less. But eventually you get less with less.
And as a result, I'm wondering what you are doing as an elected official to speak with your legislators in Sacramento, because we all know that this region is represented substantially by Republican members, and without talking any about specific Republican members, the governor could not get 2 Republicans in the Assembly and 2 Republicans in the House or the Senate to allow the voters to pass this extension of tax increases.
Like a lot of districts, we've joined together and we sent a letter to our state legislature asking that they do put this on the ballot. Our teachers union did the same. It's frustrating.
But when does frustration become just exasperation to the point that you are screaming from the hilltops and saying, enough is enough?
Yeah, we're about there because again, it becomes damaging to our students, and that's the future of our country.
Okay. Jeff Stark, we thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
He's with the Claremont Unified School Board. I'm Brad Pomerance. Back to HLN.